I wonder if you know, what do these things have in common? The polygraph machine, Wonder Woman, the DISC behavioral model, and the book Emotions of Normal People. Well, they were all created by William Moulton Marston, an American writer, psychologist, author, inventor, and, yes, comic creator. Well, let's consider Wonder Woman for a moment. She is a decisive warrior, assertive, and makes things happen. She has incredible influence and charisma. Her alter ego, Diana Prince, is methodical and accurate, thoughtful, and compassionate. These four components show us a little about the four different behavioral styles we generally fall into. Now, before we get into DISC, a couple of things to be aware of. There are hundreds of psychometric, behavioral, and cognitive assessment tools for people. Myers Briggs, the Big Five, Clifton Strengths, Hogan assessments, the list goes on. They all have limitations and are not an exact science. And trust me, you could fall deep down a rabbit hole trying them all out. At Thrive, in most cases, we stick to using DISC because it is one of the simplest and the most easily understood frameworks. And it's really easy to adapt it to different contexts ourselves, others, customers, potential team members. You might have come across DISC before or even heard it described using colors, gemstones, birds, or I've even heard animals. It's the same basic theory, and it provides an excellent overview of human behavioral styles. However, like any tool, we use it with understanding that it's not a gospel. It is general, it's a guide because people are people, so there will always be variables. What we are not doing with this is we are not putting people in a box and labeling them. We're getting an overview of stereotypical behavior. So, in this lesson, you're getting a simple snapshot of your DISC style. It's possible you might have completed a full DISC behavioral profile previously, which is excellent. Refer back to that. If you haven't and you're keen to do the full test, by all means let us know and we can provide a link for you from Tony Robbins, who offers a free assessment tool. You'll also hear me throughout this module specifically refer to the DISC styles as behavioral styles, not personality styles. And this is an important distinction. Behaviors can be learned and therefore also unlearned. The DISC model reflects how you behave, communicate, and react, not who you are at your core. It's what you do, not who you are as a person. So let's dive into the wonderful world of DISC to help you further understand yourself and your customers. Are you mostly precise, thorough, and logical, calm, patient, diplomatic, driven, decisive, go getter, or enthusiastic, fun, and outgoing? Your answer to that question is an indication of your DISC behavioral style. Now, of course, you're not just one thing, you will be a blend. Completing a full report does allow you to identify your blend, but for the context of your learning for this module, that one question is enough for you to recognize your primary DISC behavioral style. So, how does the DISC model work? The model breaks down into four styles. To help you put them into context, as we go through, we'll also consider some well-known characters and how their behavior fits into the model. So let's have a look at our D style. Our D style is results focused. They are impatient with details and steps. They just go for it and get things done. They are competitive, determined, and strong willed. Sometimes our D style will state their own opinions as facts. They are that confident and they're usually pretty sure that they're right. The D behavioral energy processes by being interested in the question, what? They're focused on outcomes, so they think, what are the facts? What are the results? Now, our reference here from pop culture is Monica from Friends. She is assertive and task oriented. She exemplifies the high D behavioral type. She takes charge, she's highly competitive, and she gets stuff done. Our I style. Now, these guys are people focused. They are the life of the party. They are animated, open, friendly, and super talkative. They might, in fact, ask you the same question multiple times in a conversation because they get distracted by all of the threads that they might bring in. They're enthusiastic about anything new and they embrace change. They're highly persuasive. They can encourage and influence the others around them. And our high eyes process things by asking the question, who? They're focused on testimonials and what feels good to them. They ask, who are the other people that are doing and saying this? And our friend's reference for our eyes is Chandler. Think about fun loving, high energy, fast paced, and warm. Chandler is always bounding into rooms, relaying stories, ideas, or experiences, using every ounce of that energy and his full body for expressiveness. Our S style, which is stability, they're focused on support. They tend to stand back, observe, and listen, and they will delay acting until they feel comfortable to get started. They're easygoing, patient, and appear very calm. They're sharers, they'll encourage others, and they are exceptional listeners. They process things by thinking about how. They're focused on comfort and they seek steps to take and think about how does this impact people? How can I support somebody else? For our friend reference, think about Rachel. She is people oriented. She's got that sweet nature and that big heart. Rachel is always there to offer a helping hand and provide emotional support to her friends. And our final style, the fourth style, which is our C's, compliance. These guys have a focus on detail and they can appear reserved, formal, or quiet. This is a big thinking energy. They're focused on the details and the facts and very keen on theories and models and systems. They tend to be quite analytical and often ask questions. They're logical and proceed cautiously. And when they're processing, they're focused on why. They're concerned with the research, the facts, and the stats. So they're thinking, why is this the case? Why do we do it that way? Our friend's reference is, of course, Ross. He embodies that reserved and meticulous C behavioral energy. Cautious, rule based, task focused. Ross approaches situations with a logical and an analytical mindset. When we look at how the styles fit together, there are a few commonalities. The first of these is the thinking versus feeling continuum. Our D and our C styles sit higher in thinking as opposed to feeling, and they're generally task focused and look for facts. Whereas our I and our S styles are more associated with feeling and people focused. They're seeking out energy and emotion. We then have the introverted versus extroverted continuum. And we consider here, where do people draw their energy from? So our D and our I styles are extroverted. They're energized by being with a group of people. The S and the C style are introverted. They're energized by being alone. And finally, we think about agreeability. Our D and our C styles tend to be more questioning or skeptical, whereas S and I behave more warmly and accepting. So let's look at some scenarios to bring this to life. Imagine our four styles at a party. Our D style, they come in, they talk to the people they want to connect with, and they go when they're ready, and possibly don't say goodbye first. Our I style, they are late to start with because they stopped for drinks on the way. These are our social butterflies. They are off talking to everybody, introducing people to each other, and connecting people together. Our S style, you will see them at a party refilling everybody's drinks, passing around the food, checking that everyone's okay. And our C style at a party, well, you will find them standing next to the I style so that the I can keep the conversation moving and the C can just smile and nod. Let's consider the 4 styles when they go shopping. So the D style might be walking through a store, see a shirt. It's probably block colors, no fuss. It catches their eye. They look at it, they pick it up. It's the right size, right color. They buy it then and there and they move straight on. The I style. Woo! Look at this shirt. It is bedazzled. They pick it up. They find a mirror to see what it looks like. Then they see that it comes in 3 other bright colors. And this makes them feel very happy and very excited. They call their friend and tell them, hey, I'm buying this gorgeous shirt. Take a look at it. They take the photo. They send it to their friend. They buy one of each color. Very sparkly. And they're already thinking about which party they'll wear it to and who they can tell about their shopping finds. Our S style. They're walking through the shop and they see a shirt. It's a beautiful, soft pastel cashmere sweater. They pick it up. They feel the fabric. They look at the price tag. Then they put the shirt back. They stand there touching it still, thinking about what else they could buy and whether it would be okay for them to buy the shirt instead. The S's are most likely to then decide they'll just go and do their other shopping. And if the shirt is still there when they come back, then they'll think about it again. Now, our C style, they aren't really looking to buy a shirt unless it is on their list. However, if it's on their list and they see a practical, classically tailored shirt, they'll think, okay, well, that could go with my black skirt for the meeting in 4 months' time. And then I could also pair it with those navy trousers that I've got. They pick it up, they check that it's in their size, they look at the price tag, and they think, what other clothes could I wear this with that means I'll get good value out of it? Yes, I can see that. I'll try it on. So that's the 4 styles shopping. And finally, let's consider the 4 styles going to a team meeting. Our D. Well, I'm going, but I really want the new release information to be shared up front so then I can get on with my day. Our I style. Woohoo! I cannot wait. I just sent a message in the team chat to see who wants to carpool and go to lunch afterwards. Our S style. I baked this slice to bring with me and share. It's gluten-free because Jane will be there and she's celiac, and it's vegan too so that Tess can eat it. I really hope they like it. I'll print out the recipe for them so everybody can see the ingredients. And our C style, okay, I have my notepad. I've got my questions that I have about that promotion that's just started. I have double checked the time and the venue and the traffic conditions, so I'm leaving early enough in time to arrive 5 minutes early. Remember, there is no best behavioral style. The DISC framework isn't here to label anybody, to limit you, or put you in a box. It's here to give you language and awareness for how you naturally show up for others. Now that you understand the 4 behavioral styles and can start to recognize them in yourself, as you move through your day, notice yourself growing in awareness. You might start seeing these patterns in your customers, your team members, and even in your family.